Hi, my name is Darren Regan, and I'm the voice of Belmont.
And my name is Kaya Hayward, your other broadcaster. And we
And we
present to
present to
you
you
DownLow
DownLow
News.
News.
Getting into your daily weather this week, we have Monday with the highest of 61% and a lowest of 48%, with partly cloudy with a bit of rain. Tuesday, we have highest of 61 with the lowest of 38. Wednesday, there will be a highest of 69 with the lowest of 7, and there will be partly cloudness and wind. Thursday, there will be a highest of 69 as well as lowest with 36 as well, partly cloudy and wind. Friday, there will be 54 highest with the lowest of 36.
And for your schedule update, spring break will start the second week of April on April 12th, and we will return back on the 20th. For the sports update for today, on March 12th, our girls' flag football team faced Shoneham, Penwood, and West Philly at Curry Athletic Complex Kerrfield in a scrimmage at Eden, PA. Each team has done exceptionally well, especially our Belmont girls. This week, the girls will play on March 20th at West Philly Field Stadium. We wish them good luck on their game. And now, we toss it to Kamora Geiger, who is speaking with the head director of culture, Mr. Wiggins.
Hi, my name is Kamara Geiger, and here I have Mr. Wiggins, who is the director of culture. So today I'm gonna ask him some question about student council. So is there any is student council work on anything right now so far that we should see in the rest of the school year?
Kamora, that's a great question. Thank you so much for this opportunity and this interview. I'm so happy to be with you. As you said, I am the director of culture for the school, and I also oversee the student council. And some of the things that we are working on is that we are preparing for the new school year. There's a lot of great things that we've been looking at, as we want to prepare our students with uniforms, some activities. And what we're doing this year is that we are meeting to talk about these different things that, what will make a school, how do we shape the culture of the high school and give us an identity that would want to draw other students to come to our school as well. So some of the things that we're meeting about and we're looking at are school uniforms, we're talking about lunches, we're talking about activities, and then we're also focusing on this year of some fun activities like our end of the year trip. We also are meeting with different committees that are coming out of our student council as far as prom committee and yearbook committee as well. So there's a few different events and activities that we are working on that will set the tone for what school will look like for the rest of the year, but we're also really focusing on what our school will look like next year so that students will want to come to our school.
Oh, that sounds good. So, is there any setbacks with student council so far? Like any problems with student council they've been having?
Well, with any organization or any team, you always going to have problems, but honestly, that's not the focus that we have within the student council. What we try to focus on is that when there is a setback, how do we move forward? Mm-hmm. So if there's something as far as hey, we don't have all the student council members here to vote on something. We don't focus on what we don't have. We focus on what we do have and how we'll be able to try to really just push our student council to come to our meetings or to come up with the ideas. But the great part about this is that our students, that when they are not able to come, that means they're working, they're helping with their siblings, they're doing other things outside of the school, but it gives them an opportunity to still have input and insight into the decisions that we're trying to make. So we don't really focus on the setbacks. We try to focus on that when there is a setback, how do we move forward and how do we make sure that every voice in the student council is heard?
That's good to hear. I appreciate that. Speaking of those questions, two of them came off my mind. I don't know where they went. But I'm going to say that, so for our new building that we're supposed to move into, but now it's put off for next year. So how is that going to look like for student council? Do you know where their office going to be at just for the meetings, based on the new school? Is there going to be meetings set in place that is in a certain building or a room? I just want to see how that will look in place.
Yeah.
all that?
That's a great question. One of the great things about having a different building or a new building or having our own building, like as you know right now, we share a building with the elementary school, so we're limited in space and places where we can meet. But when we move into our new building, we have an opportunity to have meetings in cafeteria. We can meet in the cultural office, which is much bigger than this particular office. But there's a variety of places that we'll be able to meet to discuss the matters of the school. When we're thinking about the move, and I've said this to several people, that I know that there may be many people that have been so disappointed about us not moving this year. But when I think about it, and when we talk with the student council, we all share the same sentiments of we have one shot to get this right. So we want to take this opportunity to allow construction, instructional teams, culture teams, operation teams, all the teams that make up the school to be able to do all the work that they need to do, so that when we move into our new building, that we will be ready for students and that we'll be able to offer the programs and the instructions that will make us one of the best schools in Philadelphia.
So when students coming into the new building, what are some things you worry about when we first arrived to this building and we had to adjust to our surroundings? I just want to know what's your worries or concerns.
I won't say that I have any worries or concerns, because I feel that our students at Belmont, they really can tackle and achieve anything, and that's just not politically correct response, but that's really what I feel. I feel that we have some of the smartest, most brilliant students in our Belmont community, that, you know, there will be some adjustments that they will have to go through with learning a new place. It's almost like any time that you experience anything new, that you have to familiarize yourself with it. And I think like that's going to be the focus, is making sure that our students feel comfortable to be able to step into something new and start to begin to familiarize themselves with those things. So I don't really have a concern about us moving or a concern about how students will feel. I feel like with anything new, you just have to familiarize yourself and adjust and get to know it.
Well, I hope I see future students into a new building, and I won't be here, but I hope I see Belmont coming downtown, exploring the neighborhood, doing their thing. And
even though you are a senior and you're going to be graduating this year, the encouragement is always for our alumni to come back and visit. Like, you know, you have so much to contribute to school. I remember meeting you in 9th grade. Yes. You know, it was the first year that I started with Belmont, and just watching how much you've grown and watching you grow as a person, academically, and even in the things that you're doing after school. Even sitting here being interviewed by you is putting a smile on my face, because I've seen how much you've grown. And I think one of the true testaments of the high school, and what I'm personally pushing for is the high school, is to have students like you come back and share your experience, because you have grown, and I do feel that you may contribute a lot of your growth and success to some of the programs that we offered here at the high school.
I really appreciate that. I appreciate your feedback, and I happily be an alumni someday, maybe in a year or two, but I'll come back and visit.
Yes, you should.
But thank you for your time, and I appreciate just your time and being here.
And thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So, back to you, Deron.
Thank you for that, Kamar Geiger. And now we present to you our guest, Mr. Rector. How are you, Mr. Rector?
Hey, I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
Hey, it's good to have you here. Well, starting off, I would like to say thank you for your hard work, creativity, and supporting events for all of us to learn, have fun, and grow from. But if I may ask, what were the triumphs and trials of making these events?
Making sure we had the buy-in from leadership. I thank them tremendously for allowing us to have the activities and events that we have here for our students. And then also having the collaboration between the teachers and then the students to make things happen. And we also need a budget. So once again, that goes to kudos to the leadership. So, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was that far.
Yeah.
Well, if another thing I may ask, what was the most challenging thing you encountered so far, and how did you overcome it?
The most challenging thing in regards to Belmont, I've had the opportunity to be here since the school opened in 2017. So to see where we started with not having as much staff or as many students, to see where we are now, It's been a joy to see the progression, but it's also it's something special to me to know the need that's there to help things improve. So the biggest challenge is not having all of the resources starting out, and even now, just tremendously trying to give students what they need when they need it. So hopefully I answered that question.
Well, that did answer that question, so it's good to have that question. And one final question so we can wrap it all up so I can get you on your way. If you could say anything to possibly influence the viewers, the future adults, kids, or people not having the best time of their life right now, what exactly would you say?
What would I say? Thank you for that question. There's a lot of times you may not be in the limelight. You may not be behind the camera like I am today. But my charge to all the teachers, to all the students, is to take advantage of every opportunity that you have to make a difference. So whether you are a student, you are tomorrow's generation. So take very much advantage of each teacher that you come in contact with, each opportunity to learn a subject matter, because you too can go to any school you put your mind to, or to become what you want to become in regards to a trade or a job. The charge I have to the teachers are, don't be here just for a paycheck. I mean, continue to inspire students. And the biggest thing as a whole, those who cannot remember or who do not know their past are condemned to repeat it. So right now we have the privilege of serving West Philadelphia community. And right now we have students of various backgrounds who come from different situations. And my heart goes out to each and every person. But you are tomorrow's generation. So right now you can become what you want to become, like I said before, and you have the resources here. So that's what I like about Belmont is, the mission to promote the academic and social, emotional well-being of each child. So, between the counselors being here, between us being able to roll up our sleeves and help students in every which way, we want to see you guys be successful. So my charge is just learn who's come before you, take advantage of your current situation, and make a difference for the future.
Well, thank you for that, and thank you for watching. Thank you for coming to our DownLow News, watching us, supporting us, and just for listening, just for short periods of your day. We hope you have a rest great of your day, and a better week and year, and so on to go on.
Make a difference.
Make a difference. Peace and love. Have a good night.
Hello, we are here today. Welcome to the Word. And today we have a special guest, Ms. Burgess.
Hey, Pila.
Hey, Mama Burgess. So first question is, what do you teach at Belmont?
I teach 9th grade environmental science, which basically is an earth science course. We learn about biomes and ecosystems, their interactions, and how they operate and run.
Mm-hmm. And what would you say is your favorite thing about teaching at Belmont?
Ooh, my favorite thing about teaching at Belmont, to hear my students' ideas. I think that some of my students don't realize how much they can contribute to their learning besides just sitting in class and listening to me all day. That gets boring. Mm-hmm. What I like about my class is that a lot of times we get to have open discussion, or, where my students can also bounce off of each other. So that way it's not like boring. So, they get to kind of like facilitate and take control of the lesson. Of course, with my guidance to make sure there's no one going off on like a completely different road. But the best thing about my class is they get to take a little piece of what I teach and then have it grow. Mm-hmm. I think that that helps with their understanding and comprehension of the content of my course.
Yeah, her class was fun. What would be some advice that you would give to the youth?
Oh my goodness. That's a hard one. Actually, no, it's not. Communicate and learn how to. And that has nothing to do with like what I teach. That's kind of like a life nugget. I want a lot of young people to realize or learn how to take their feelings, whatever their feelings are, whether it's anger or sadness or, whatever, and try to learn how to translate into words versus having those feelings always be an action, especially when that action is a negative one that could follow like a consequence. You know what I mean? And the best way to learn how to communicate is to communicate. Even when you're angry, like turn that into words. Let somebody know how you feel. Even if you might cuss a little, okay, but we're gonna teach you or figure out a way to turn your language into better communication language, but you gotta learn how to do it. I want my young people to not feel like they have to shut down or shy away when something is wrong, because how are we gonna figure out what you need or how to send you in the right direction to fix it if you don't let us know, or a little bit of letting us know what it is you need? And don't be afraid to do that. And I think that's not just for youth. I think that's for the adults too, for us to be more open and allowing our students and our young people to tell us what they need. In their way. I think that some adults, we get so blinded by the fact that you're the child that you're just going to do as I say, and that's not always the case, not with teenagers, because y'all have a lot to say. Y'all just don't have the best ways to say it. So I want my youth to figure out those best ways to say it. So yeah, just learn how let's with the adults and with the youth, like let's learn how to communicate with each other.
Growing up, how was school? How was the school environment?
So I'm like, I'm not a dinosaur or whatever, but like when I was in school, so high school was like normal, like you've got to voice your opinion, your ideas, and you got to speak. So my high school was a safe place. It wasn't a place where I didn't feel like I wasn't valued or that I wasn't appreciated. And I wasn't in high school like where I felt alone. There were students that were like me. I had my friend group, I had my peer group, I had my, my squad or whatever. So high school was fun. I did the things. We had prom, we had events, we had dances. Like high school was the way high school should be, especially outside of the academic part. Who wants to go to school every day and all you do is go to class, open a book, there's a lesson, there's work, there's a test, without all of the other social things that high school comes with. So high school was fun. High school was fun.
It was good. It sounds fun. Sounds like we probably should have went. Probably. I don't know. We should.
Would I go back? No.
But that's good. I also want to ask, what would you say to someone who's like fresh out of middle school going into high school?
Ooh. You're gonna have to come to high school and grow up. I think what I noticed, because I teach ninth grade, which is fresh out of that middle school environment, those students come in not being the oldest in the school anymore. And I think that coming into high school, going back to like being that small man on the totem pole, or like the youngest in the building, I think sometimes ninth graders don't know how to handle that. So sometimes their behaviors can be exaggerated and continuous middle school behavior because they're in a new place. But like, you're gonna grow here. Like, grow up. Spend your ninth grade year getting adjusted to the transitions of going to different classes, get used to the fact that you're not going to be in the same room with the same teacher all the time, and you're going to have different personalities coming at you or being around you, and learn how to be mature about it. Like, it could be a culture shock coming from middle school into high school, which is okay, but while you spend your ninth grade year getting used to the academic part, take time to also make sure you're navigating positively in the social part. Because when you get to 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, you cannot have those same behaviors you had in ninth grade, because that's going to look extremely weird. You know, that you haven't shed off the middle school goofies or the middle school sillies that you had when you were in middle school.
All right, last question. I want to say, what about fresh out of high school going into college?
Going into college, well, have fun exploring what you want to learn. I think the best thing about your first 2 years of college is that you kind of get to play around with different pathways of your education to try to figure out where your niche is. So definitely take advantage of the journey. And then high school to college is a complete culture shock, because you don't have somebody telling you to get up to go to class. You don't have somebody telling you that you have missing work and you need to get it done. You don't have that adult to like hone you in. You have to hone yourself in, and that takes a lot of responsibility and maturity that a lot of individuals, I think, aren't ready for. And I think in high school, it's up to us to prepare you guys for that, and not just starting in 11th and 12th grade. We need to prepare you for that as early as ninth grade, so that way you have these all 4 years to get used to the responsibility of taking stock in your education. Because when it's college, it's completely on you. You don't go to class, that's on you. You don't pay the bill for college, that's on you. And then, you know, all of the things that come with that. So definitely, again, make sure you're mature, make sure you're ready. And if you're not ready, it's okay to take time away to make yourself ready. Don't go into college directly from high school if you're not ready, because it costs money and you don't want to waste money. You don't want to waste your time, especially if you don't really know what you want to do. So take time with your young life. You are an adult way longer than you are a young person. And I mean young, like under the age of 25. Because once you become adult, it's adulting, and you can't necessarily go back, and you don't want to spend your adulthood trying to figure that out, because that's not an okay thing. So that's pretty much it.
Well, thank you, Mama Burgess, for
You're
being on the
welcome,
podcast.
sweetie.
That sums up for the word today. Thank you, and we see you next week.
See you next week.
Energy made this one.
Hey y'all, we back with another Belmont Madness episode, and I am the host, Kaylin, and I have my other host,
Janaea.
And today we're going to be doing a food review of 4th Street Cookies Company, and we're going to be guessing the cookie and basically letting y'all know what's up with them and see if they good or not. You ready to start?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a variety of cookie flavors in here. Now, which one should we start with?
How about you pick, and then we just try to guess what flavor it is, and then we just go from there.
Let's start with this one because it looks very interesting. It looks very interesting. Take your piece. Okay, y'all. This is the first flavor. It has red dots on the top, which is probably sprinkles. It looked like something inside is all chocolate. So let's see what it's in for.
That's not bad.
It's okay, y'all. It's definitely tastes the chocolate. I'm not sure what the other flavor is. There's something else in here, though. Let me take another bite.
I'm getting like a fruit flavor.
Yeah, I am too. It kind of tastes like cheesecake a little bit.
I'm
Like the
getting
little pieces inside. But I'm not sure. Have any official guesses of what this could be?
I think it's the ruby chocolate. Thank you.
Ruby chocolate? Oh, that's probably what it is.
Oh yeah, ruby chocolate cherry. That's probably what this
Oh, okay. I could see that for sure. Let's go on to the next cookie.
is. So do we just like put it back or like?
I don't know.
We don't got no
Any
paper
napkins,
towel.
guys?
Napkins, paper towel, either or.
Kabir, can you run us to get some napkins for us, please? I don't know where to put it. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna just put it here until he comes back with the napkins, and we're gonna go on to the next one. You can pick now. That looks good, y'all.
It looks peculiar, you know. Wait.
I mean, how? Okay. Oh no, I don't want to take the whole marshmallow thing. Okay. Y'all ready? Look like a marshmallow on top. Like a good cookie. Let's try it. Definitely s'mores. For sure. There couldn't be no other explanation. We're gonna get our napkins. Thank you, Kabir.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna put it here. That one's pretty good, y'all. I like it. What you rate it?
I got 6 out of 10.
6? What you rate that one? We didn't rate this one.
I think that one like an 8 out of 10.
Really? Okay, I think I like the s'mores one. I'm gonna say it's a 8. And I think the ruby one, I think it's also 8. I think I like them both.
I ain't gonna lie, these cookies good as shit.
They real good, y'all. Let me see what's next. Let's just go for this top one.
Oh yeah, we guessed with that one already. Never mind.
That one was s'mores, y'all. Well, that was our guess is s'mores. Here's our next one. Oop. I mean, it looks like a regular
Yeah, just like a regular chocolate
chip cookie, but let's try it. These are some good cookies, y'all. They're really good. I think it's definitely the regular just chocolate chip cookie, y'all. What you think?
It's like a regular chocolate chip cookie, but like with something
Something
more.
else in it? Think so? I think they incorporated a tad bit of salt in there, so it's kind of like sweet, but you taste something else in there. I'm not sure what it is, but it's good, y'all. These cookies are really good. I think that's regular chocolate chip, and I'll rate it a 8.5, 9. What you think?
Yeah, that's a 9.
That's good. Now, what's the next one?
I am not a fan of sugar cookies. Oh,
Oh, that looks interesting.
it's yellow.
What is
I'm
that?
scared.
What is that? Okay, y'all. I'm not sure what this is, but it's definitely some pieces in there I don't recognize. So let's try it.
You can keep that.
What is this? It kind of tastes like toffee a little bit, but y'all, I'm not sure what that is in there. I kind of like it though.
No, I don't like it.
She doesn't like it, y'all. But I would rate this up.
You can keep that one.
I rate this 8.5, y'all. I'm sorry, but these cookies good. What you think?
4.
A 4. Ooh. I like the jaws. Okay, I like that. On to the next cookie. She said she don't like sugar cookies, but we gotta try it anyway, so let's go.
I'll try it. For the funsies. Ooh.
It's nice and soft, y'all. Real nice and soft. That cookie is really soft, and I like sugar cookies, you know? So, I got little nice sprinkles, pieces on the top. Oh.
I don't like sugar cookies. I'm sorry.
I liked it because I like sugar cookies, so I rate that a 9.
Don't ask me what my rating is.
So you want to get this again? You want to eat this again?
You want my half? I don't.
We'll discuss it later. It's okay.
No.
And we got the last cookie in here. What you thinking about it? We got one more cookie, y'all.
Kind of look like Caber. Ooh.
Oh, that joint hard.
You like? It's like I got the whole cookie in my hand.
Wait. Oh, okay. I'll try the little piece, y'all. Okay.
It's definitely something.
I think it was cooked a little too long. I mean, I like my cookies soft, so I think it was cooked a little too long, but it was okay. I think it's definitely the double chocolate. There's a lot of chocolate in there. I'll rate this one a 5. It was alright.
It's really sweet.
It is, for sure.
And it's a lot of chocolate.
I should have grabbed my water, but you know, y'all. Get like that.
A 3.
A 3, yeah. This one wasn't really hitting for me or her. So, but that was the end of our cookie review. So, overall, what'd you rate this cookie place?
I want a lot of cookies itself are like, yeah. I like how they make cookies, but like that one, you can keep those. Everything else, I eat it though. I give it like a 9 out of 10.
Okay, yes. So, I really enjoyed the cookies too. I mean, I think the last one wasn't really my cup of tea, but they definitely make some good cookies. The flavor of chocolate, a little bit of sauce is really good. And I will rate it, I'll definitely rate it 9 out of 10. It was really good. I would definitely go to this place on my own, and I really liked it. So what was your favorite flavor?
I would say my favorite flavor was the ruby chocolate cherry. I like that one a lot.
Let me see. Mine was probably... Yes, I think it's between the s'mores and the ruby chocolate chip for me too.
Yeah, that's different. Yes. I never had nothing like that.
I never had anything like it. And it was definitely unique. It was pretty good. And the s'mores one, I like s'mores things, so I think the nice little bit of marshmallow and chocolate was really good as well. But y'all, that was the end of our episode. I would definitely say I recommend you guys to come to this place. Let me show y'all. 4th Street Cookie. Make sure y'all come to this place and buy their cookies. They're really good. It's definitely based on your preference. But I would definitely say y'all have to check this out. Try this out. Even if the flavor sounds different, like you never had it before, try it. Because we tried the ruby one and it was really good. So I think y'all should try it. And other flavors that you guys see there. And support their business. But that is all for Belmont Madness episode. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.